Hey everyone, and welcome. If you've been waiting for a major career opportunity with the Indian Railways, listen up because this is a big one. Today, we are breaking down everything you need to know about the thousands of assistant loco pilot positions that are opening up in 2026. So, here's what we're going to cover. First, we'll look at just how big this opportunity is. Then, we'll dive into what an assistant loco pilot actually does. After that, we'll get into the all-important eligibility questions, walk through the entire selection process, and finally, cover the step-by-step on how to apply. Okay, let's kick things off by talking about the sheer scale of what's on offer here. For anyone looking for a secure, stable government job, this is a really big deal. And here it is. This is the number that you really need to see. 11,127. That's roughly how many vacancies are expected for the assistant local pilot role. Honestly, an intake of this size from the railways is something you don't see every day. It's a massive opportunity. You know, this recruitment drive, which is officially known as CEN01/2026, is so much more than just a job opening. It's really a chance to build a solid, long-term career inside an organization that's absolutely vital to the country's backbone. So, what exactly does an assistant loco pilot do? And who's doing the hiring? Let's take a closer look at the role itself and the organization behind this whole thing. All right, so the group running the show is the Railway Recruitment Board, or the RRB. They're the official agency under the Ministry of Railways, and it's their job to handle these huge nationwide recruitments. They make sure the entire process is fair, well-structured, and that people are selected based on merit. Now, it's really important to get this. An assistant local pilot is not just a driver. This is a super critical technical position. You're hands-on with operating and maintaining the locomotives. That means you are directly responsible for making sure trains move safely and efficiently. It's a huge responsibility. And that brings us to maybe the most important question for you right now. Are you the right fit for this? Let's break down the key requirements you'll need to meet to even be considered. First up, let's talk education. The baseline is that you need to have passed your 10th grade, but that's just the start. On top of that, you also have to have either an ITI certificate, a diploma, or a full degree in engineering. Now, it's super important you check the official notification for the exact engineering trades and disciplines they're looking for. Okay, what about age? Well, the window is pretty specific. As of July 1st, 2026, you've got to be between 18 and 30 years old. But, and this is a key detail, there are age relaxation rules for reserved categories like SC, ST, and OBC. So if that applies to you, definitely look into the fine print on the official notice. And it's not just about what you know. This job has real physical demands. Safety is everything on the railways, right? So you absolutely have to meet specific physical and medical standards. And that includes some pretty strict vision requirements. They'll test all of this later on in the process. Right, so you've checked the boxes, you're eligible. What's next? Let's walk through the different stages you'll have to clear to actually land this career. The whole selection process is basically a 4-step journey. It all starts with 2 computer-based tests, CBT-1 and CBT-2, which are designed to check your knowledge and reasoning. If you clear those, you move on to a computer-based aptitude test, the CBAT, which makes sure you've got the right psychological makeup for the job. And the very last stage is document verification and that medical exam we just talked about. Okay, let's get into the practical stuff. Knowing how to apply is just as important as being qualified in the first place. So let's look at the roadmap to getting your application in. All right, you might want to grab your calendar for this. These dates are tentative, but they are crucial. The online application is expected to start on May 15th, 2026, and it closes just a month later on June 14th. And remember, that closing date is also the final day for paying the fee, so you really don't want to leave this to the last minute. Now, a quick look at the application fees. For candidates in the general and OBC categories, the fee is 500 rupees. For candidates from SC, ST, persons with benchmark disabilities, and ex-servicemen categories, it's a reduced fee of 250 rupees. The application itself is a pretty straightforward 6-step online process. You'll go to the official RRB website, get yourself registered to create your login details, then log in and fill out the form. After that, you'll upload your scanned documents, pay the fee online, and finally, and this is important, review everything before you submit. And please, print a copy for your records. So that brings us back to the big question, doesn't it? We're talking about more than 11,000 positions here. This is a chance to get a career at the very heart of what keeps India moving. So after hearing all this, are you ready to take that first step? For all the official details and to get started, make sure you check out the full notification link. We've put it for you in the description below.